Hi, I'm so happy to share with you about the Viking Difference. 25 years ago, our chairman believed that travelers needed to be more immersed in their experience with the cultures and the destinations they were visiting. Therefore, we created Viking. And our mission then, just as our mission is today, is to create destination-focused, culturally enriching, and carefully curated experiences for that curious traveler. 25 years ago, we started with just 4 river ships. And today, Viking has over 80 river ships with 190 guests or less. We visit Europe, South Asia, as well as Egypt. We have 10 ocean ships that hold 930 guests, traveling worldwide from 8 days to 180 days. Last year, we introduced 2 expedition ships that carry 378 that explore Antarctica as well as the Great Lakes. And also last year, we introduced the world to the Viking Mississippi. And now our Viking family can explore the world in all 7 continents, over 95 countries, 400 ports of call, 5 oceans, 20 rivers, and the 5 Great Lakes. What is unique about Viking and a part of the Viking Difference is our philosophy. And we do not try to be all things to all people. We are, as I mentioned, a very destination-focused experience. Those are the people that Viking attracts. We are not for families. No one is allowed on any of our vessels under 18 years old. You won't find casinos. You won't find white glove service. It's a very casual atmosphere. Everything about Viking is about the destination itself. We are an efficient operator. So because of our size, we are able to negotiate some wonderful contracts, and we pass those savings on to our guests. And we also have the best staff in the industry. We have over 85 countries represented. We have an 81% retention, so we have crew that keep coming back again and again. And part of that is when we had our downtime during COVID, we continue to pay our crew the entire time. So we could still provide to you the service levels that you would expect and anticipate on a Viking ship. Now, we are the experts in small ship cruising with over 2 decades of experience. We have incredible, innovative ships, Scandinavian style. We love to bring the natural light in. You feel it when you come on board. The ships are very warm and inviting. We also own and operate all our own vessels worldwide. So that is a big plus for us. And we also get into the heart of the destination. Our chairman, again, had the foresight many years ago when we first started and purchased 60 of the premier docking locations in Europe. So we are in the premier spots, close to anything that's like iconic, that you would want to see within walking distance and part of our tours. We are an inclusive value, as I mentioned early. Shore excursions in every port provided, all meals. We also include wine and beer with lunch and dinner, specialty coffees. We also have bottled water in your room and bottled water as you leave the ports to go on your journey for that day. Free Wi-Fi. And also all port taxes and government taxes are included in your fare. So everything that you would need is part of what you would experience when you pay for Viking. We are known as the thinking person's cruise. Again, very destination oriented. And one of the areas that I find most appealing about the Viking Difference is because we attract a certain type of traveler, the curious traveler, we provide, from the time you actually book your Viking cruise, your experience begins then. Now your advisor will do an amazing job of giving you wonderful research and tools to learn more about your exciting trip that's coming up. But you can find a lot of those tools also on Viking at the direction of your advisor. Some of those tools, for example, are, we have something we created years ago called Viking TV. It's still going on to this day, and you can learn about behind the scenes. There's interviews. There's so many enriching educational things you can learn at Viking TV. We also have a fascinating website. You can click onto your itinerary and learn more about the destination you're visiting by breaking it down per itinerary. We have videos that show you more specifically about where you're visiting. In fact, we have over 200 videos on our website. We also recommend books to read about the destination you're visiting, as well as films to watch. So it's a great resource, and that is a true Viking. They want to learn more, they want to grow. Then when you get on board, you're going to be with people like yourself, people that also have the same desires and the same goals. And in that journey with them, you develop some lifelong friendships and possibly travel with them more and more down the road. So it's really a very enriching experience. Then when you get on board, of course, we will have more entertainment for you that again focuses on the destination. We'll have enrichment lectures, we have historians, there's a port talk every single evening, so you get to really explore where you're going and discover more on board the vessel. We also do food tasting, wine tasting, so we immerse yourselves in the destination. And food is no different. The culinary experience is very much a part of a cruise, especially. So we bring in the destinations we're visiting. We focus on the foods that they're famous for, the cuisine they're famous for, the wines from the area. We even have special evenings, the taste of, we call them, maybe the taste of Germany, the taste of France. Our crew will dress up in that costume of the area. The food is around, with Germany, it's pretzels and beers and all kinds of great sausages. Just depends on where you're traveling. The music is playing from that area. After dinner, we have destination entertainment. So we really, again, immerse you in the destination and want you to feel like you're a part of that experience. Now, I mentioned it before about our onboard enrichment, but this is part of it. We just touched light on it, but really our historians are amazing. We have a lot of connections with many, many organizations that we're sponsors of. Many of you probably have heard of us through PBS and some of the commercials that and organizations that we sponsor. But we have a lot of that on board our ship as well, of the relationships that we've built. And if you also, besides our shore excursions that are included in every port, and we have local guides that are amazing, you can also personalize your experience as well by using our service on board that can help you with individual things that you would like to do. But our shore excursion program, we actually have, besides our included excursions, which are the must-see sites in any place we're visiting, and it could be walking tours, motor coach tours, a combination of the two. We also have what we call the Viking Way. And the Viking Way is how we focus on the local life, working world, and privileged access. So local life might be going with our chef to a local market and learning more about, how it operates and picking up some fresh herbs and things for the dinner he's going to be preparing for you that night. Working world. One of the places we stop is in Kinderdijk, which is an area where there's 19th, 18th century windmills. And you can actually go into the windmill and see how it operated and how the families lived there. And it's very interesting. Not only that, I was able to go to a cheese farm and actually made cheese. So a lot of hands-on things that you can do. And of course, privileged access is really a Viking difference because of the connections that our chairman and his daughter have throughout the world, through all the things that we've sponsored and the relationships they've built. There's a lot of opportunities that you get to go behind the scenes and do things that other people just don't have access to. So there's a number of things. We also have our shore excursions for you to be able to either participate in something very active, or perhaps you need to have a more leisurely pace. There's a lot of ways your advisor can help you and find those tools as you're doing your research. So I invite you again to learn more about the Viking Difference. We would love to have you on board any of our vessels, whether it be river, ocean, Mississippi, or expedition. And we look forward to exploring the world in comfort together.